Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I've been meaning to do this video for a little while and it's some empties that I have, but these empties, they came about because I set myself a little bit of a challenge. I have spoken about it quite a while ago, but I never got around to actually doing the proper video talking about the fragrances that I've used up and the process that I went through using these fragrances up. So that's what this is all about. So I have these fragrances. What happened was at the time, we're going back quite a few months now, at the time I felt like my collection was a little bit overwhelming. Like I just had a bit too many to choose from, not to mention a million samples that were coming out of my ear holes. And I felt pressure. I was putting myself under a lot of pressure to try to work through samples and bottles and things I wanted to review. And because I did that, I ended up basically stagnating and not doing anything. So I ended up not really doing YouTube for a while. Not mega long periods of time, but I was just throwing out the very odd occasional video because I just felt a bit stuck. So I really needed to have a declutter, and part of that was that I wanted to use up some bottles that I didn't have that much left in the bottoms of. And so I set myself this challenge. I took out, this was back in the summer now, I took out all of the, not every single bottle that was nearly empty, but quite a few that were appropriate to the season. And I set them all out and I said to myself,
you're only wearing these fragrances and you're going to use them up.
And I let myself be a little bit lenient. So if I had a particular event and I really wanted to wear something that wasn't one of these, then I would let myself do that. But I was pretty much wearing one of these fragrances every single day throughout the summer, or for a period of the summer until they ran out. And I learned some stuff. So I'm just going to start talking about the fragrances and sort of talk you through what I learned as I was using them. So let's start with, there's actually two things here. Is my Tom Ford Neroli Portofino. This one I had for years. It was gifted to me along with the oils. It was a gift from, I'll say it, Mr. Smelly. Back when I was going out with Mr. Smelly, this was a gift from him, the oil as well as the perfume. And I was only using Neroli Portofino every now and then because I don't know really. I guess because I know it's an expensive fragrance, because it's a bit of a freshie. So it was only really certain times I was likely to wear it. I'm not one that reaches for freshies that often as well. But I had, over the years, I'd got it right down to quite a small-ish amount. And so I did, and I love it. Every single time I wear it, I absolutely love it. It makes me feel so clean, so well put together. The base is beautiful. No one really talks about the dry down of this. Everyone just says, oh, it smells like 4711, or it's basically just neroli. It's just a basic cologne type smell. It really isn't. It has the most delectable dry down. This lovely, slightly sweet, I find like a sweet muskiness. It's described as having an amber note. I think it's more of a slightly sweetened musk, but it's so good. And the thing is, I just wasn't wearing it that often, but by doing this, it made me wear it, and I realized just how much I love it. And it was never wrong to wear it. It was never the wrong weather. It was never the wrong event. You can wear Neroli Portofino any time, any day, anywhere, and it is never wrong. So it's so versatile. Some might say it's not suitable for cold weather. I disagree. I still get decent performance in cold weather, a little bit of an aura around me, and I just think it's lovely. So they are both used up. The oil's really nice as well. It's a body oil that smells like Neroli Portofino. I probably wouldn't buy it for myself, but it was a really nice gift to have. Plus it looks fabulous. It's plastic, but it looks fabulous. So would I buy Neroli Portofino for myself? I would buy the aqua version. I actually like the aqua better. The aqua is slightly more floral and more powdery musky, and I don't get worse performance even though it's a lighter formula. So I've had the aqua. I ended up selling it because I had Neroli Portofino and I thought I don't need both. I would, at a discount, I would buy the aqua. I don't think I'd pay full price for it though. This one, oh, I love. This is such a beautiful fragrance. It's Levant from Ormond Jane. Another powdery musk, but this one is much more floral. There's lots of different florals in here. I've forgotten what they are. I think there's a freesia, there's maybe a jasmine. So it's a bit white floral, but there's more to it than that. There's a little citrus in the top, but basically it's all about this gorgeous sweet musk that really sort of dominates. It almost gives a bit of that concrete dust note that I love, but it's definitely sweetened up with vanilla, and it's just beautiful. I feel very feminine, very approachable, and very well put together when I'm wearing Levant. But forcing myself to finish it was kind of hard because I really do love this one. And it is another one that I discovered I could wear absolutely anywhere, anytime, any weather. It's just so versatile. So would I repurchase Levant? I think I would, and I did buy this one myself. I think I would, but I want to smell the new version. There's a large bottle, I think it's 100 ml. It might be exclusive to Harrods. I'm not entirely sure, but I'd like to try that version first. So it's a flanker of Levant. I'd like to try that first before I decide whether I need this one again or the new one. But I highly recommend that if you're looking for something powdery, sweet, musky, floral, that is really approachable, and it's the kind of thing everyone's going to love on you. So the next one we have is Tobacco Rose from Papillon Perfumery. Oh, it's so sad to see this bottle is just so empty. It's completely gone. It looks great with the juice in it. Tobacco Rose was one of my very first niche fragrances. It's a sort of savoury rose fragrance. It has hay and beeswax, and in the dry down I think there's some oak moss, something sort of rooty, but it's just a beautiful rose in here. I do think I will buy another one of these at some point. It's on my wish list to repurchase. And yeah, the only thing is it's quite strong, so it took me ages to get through this, and it's very, very long lasting. It is a commitment. You wear it during the day, it's still going to be really strong right into the late evening. So I think that's why I've sort of hesitated, because a full bottle is a lot of perfume. It will last me another 4 years or something. So that's the only reason I haven't rushed to repurchase Tobacco Rose, but just smelling it now, I do love it. And I got compliments on this when I made myself finish the bottle, and I only had this tiny bit left in the bottom, and I made myself wear it so much more often than I was doing, and I did get a really nice compliment from it. So it's definitely an appealing fragrance, albeit quite different from a lot of my other things. And this was very special because it was a gift from some fragrance friends. You know who you are. Thank you, my lovely bean sprayers. And this is Violet in Love from Nikolai. It's a fresh and fruity violet lipsticky type perfume, and it's so pretty, it's so wearable, it's so easy. And I'd wear it in the same circumstance I might wear Neroli Portofino, but just if I wanted more of a feminine touch. Definitely quite citrusy, fresh, but at the same time you get this, I think it's raspberry and rose and violet mixture with it, and it's really lovely, and it's just so easy and lovely. I don't know that I would actually buy this one going forward, because maybe it's just too easy, too nice. Maybe it doesn't stand out so much, and I am trying to keep a very curated collection these days, so I probably won't buy it, but I absolutely loved wearing it. And my next one is this one here. It is Agonist, the Infidels. I don't even know if Agonists are still going. This is my second bottle. It was another one that was really early on in my niche discovery days. I fell in love with this. It's a citrusy, fresh yet powdery resin and floral concoction that smells like walking into one of those shops that sell incense and tarot cards and crystals and stuff. Just takes me there straight away, and I love that. So yeah, I did get through one bottle which I paid full price for, and then I found a second bottle. When that was nearly done, I found a second bottle on eBay for a really good price. So I've got through 2 bottles, really do love it, have loads of great feelings and memories about it, a nostalgic feeling for those early days of niche perfumery when I just didn't have all the cynicism I have now, when I wasn't jaded. And even now, though, this totally stands the test of my very snobby nose, and I still absolutely love it. But I don't think I'm gonna, even if it is available, or if it was available, I probably don't need to buy it, just for the same reason that I don't want to have such a large collection, because it's just too overwhelming for me. I like a collection that I use, a fragrance wardrobe rather than a fragrance collection. I don't want to be a hoarder. So next one, this one I got cheap on eBay. I think it was the recommendation of Sarah McCartney. In fact, it definitely was. Sarah McCartney from 4160 Tuesdays, very fond of this fragrance. And I can't remember, I think I seen her write about it or talk about it. Then we had a bit of a chat about it. It came up when we did a live stream, I think. And I ended up finding a bottle on eBay and buying it. And this one is basically very similar to By a Killian Woman in Gold. So it's a rosy, musky fragrance that to me smells like it's got unsweetened marshmallow in it. But this one, I do wonder if the top was a little bit skewed, if the top notes hadn't lasted the test of time. There's a little bit of sharpness in the top. I don't know if there's geranium in here. I always find geranium really sharp. Geranium is often used in rose perfumes because it smells quite rosy, but I don't really like it. I find it too sharp, too harsh. So when I'm smelling it just like this, it smells a bit like there's geranium. I don't mind it if it's dialed right down, but I just don't want it to take over. But so the reason I managed to empty this is because I was using it as an air freshener, and I would spray it around my house. It's particularly in my bedroom. It's a really good boudoir scent, and it would really stick around. So I might spray my bedroom and then go out and then come back and I could still smell it in the air. So I did end up using it. I got it very cheap, but I used it as an air freshener mostly. I don't know if I ever gave it a full wearing actually. Oops. So the next one then is, this one was sent to me, not my car. This one was sent to me by Ducita Parfums, the lovely Pissarra. You can't really see it. Let's hide my face and maybe you'll see it. Don't know. And it's Anam Cara. It was the collaboration with the Facebook group Oh My Soul. A stunning orange blossom concoction. I think it's orange blossom, rose, lots of other florals, but very orange blossomy with a little bit of a woody dry down, a little touch of vanilla in there as well. Really, really beautiful. Happiness in a bottle kind of fragrance. I do really like it, but again, I'm probably not going to buy it simply because I don't feel like I need it in my collection, but I did enjoy wearing it. And now we have this scent pencil by Teone Reinthal. It's called Nuit, and this is a incense magnolia, really rich, powdery incense. Stunning, stunning, stunning. Long story short, you would have already seen me, if you follow my channel, you would have already seen me talk about the bottle that I bought myself after using this up. It was actually something that I bought myself for my birthday. back in September. I bought it pre-birthday, so I didn't get it I didn't get it on my birthday. I bought it maybe a few weeks before because. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. So my bottle's upstairs. I didn't bring it down, but Nui is a stunning and all natural perfume. And yeah, I didn't want to use it up because obviously I only had that 10ml anyway, but I knew that I was going to buy it, so I made myself use it up. And I think that sometimes it's just a good thing to do. Let me know if you do you hoard all your bottles with little bits in the bottom? Have you ever considered just making yourself use them up? How would you feel about that? Let me know. This one, this is a bit of a, hang on, is that? Yeah, that's the one. This is, I got this on eBay for a reasonable price, cheaper than it would have been retail originally, but not a bargain by any means. It was still probably about £100 or so, and it is only is it 15ml? I think it's only 50. Oh, it tells me on the back here. Oh no, it's 30ml. Actually, it's not too bad. 30ml. This is Mr. Extrait de Parfum, so it's not the Sherry. It's the next one along after Sherry, Mr. Extrait de Parfum. But it's closer to Sherry, definitely has a bit of a strawberry fresh feel. I got a very strong compliment from another lady on this one. She tracked me down, so I'd been into the coffee shop where she was working, and she commented on the perfume there. And then I think we had a little bit of a conversation about perfume in general, and then I walked off and I was stood outside the cafe looking at the lake. And then she actually came out and she wanted to be able to find this perfume on her phone so she could order it or ask her children to buy it for her. So yeah, it's very well liked. I got another compliment on it some other time. I can't remember exactly the details. Because what surprised me about getting compliments on this perfume is I used to think it was quite weak. I remember wearing it a few times and feeling like it wasn't really projecting or doing that much or lasting. But I'd be wearing it and get a compliment and I'd forgotten I was wearing it, or I thought that it was really weak, but actually it wasn't. And then, yeah. Anyway, let's not go on too much. Mr. Extract is similar to Mr. Sherry versus maybe the very first Mr. after it became Sherry. So somewhere like a crossover, a fruity, floral. It smells pink, it's musky, and it's just pretty and feminine and really quite lovely. I won't buy it again because it's really hard to get. It's impossible to find. There's a tiny bit in there. I don't know if I can get it out. I might try and get it out. Oh, there's a little bit coming out, look. Oh, precious extract. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so feminine. It is really lovely. If I could find it for a really good price, I probably will get it again, but only if I can get it for a really good price. And then sticking with Miss Dior, this one is the current version. I bought this one secondhand from one of the lovely fragrance reviewers on Instagram. She bought it when it came out straight away. I guess she wanted to put it on Instagram, review it, etc. Wasn't for her, was a bit too fluffy, and not fluffy, I think she said it's just too sweet and saccharine kind of thing. I actually really enjoyed it. Do you know what, there's something wrong, like that ribbon. I don't think this perfume, why are you not focusing? I don't think this bottle, I feel like it's faulty. If you look inside, the bottle's all stained orange. The ribbon has soaked up all the juice and gone crispy. So the perfume was somehow evaporating into the lid and the ribbon. So I actually saw it diminishing when I wasn't really using it. So it sort of evaporated. Not all of it, I mean, I used enough. So yeah, this is only a 30ml as well. It's a very pretty pink, vanillic, sweet, maybe slightly generic perfume, but I still find it very nice. But I kind of got bored of it whilst I had it, and probably wouldn't buy it again, but it is really nice. I'd recommend it to anyone that just wants to smell beautiful, really, likes a sweet sort of floral vanillic perfume. Very long lasting on me, really good performance. Other people said it wasn't. Other people complained about performance, but for me, performance was excellent. So that's the current version of Monsieur Eau de Parfum. And yeah, that's it. These are all the perfumes that I used up pretty much over just a couple of months in the summer. And it was a real interesting experience making myself wear perfume, because what it did was it showed me that sometimes I can look at my collection and be dismissive and be like, oh, I don't want to wear that. I don't feel like wearing that. But actually, when you just pick up a perfume and wear it, you can really enjoy it, and you can discover new facets that you hadn't noticed, and you realise that you bought it for a reason, that you do still love it, you do still have feelings for it. And I don't know, it just made me see my perfumes in a different light, and it was really good to use some up and to be able to get rid of them. So they can now all be, I'm not quite sure what to do with them. People say you can recycle them. I'm not sure, because there's bits of plastic and stuff. So I think I might have to throw them away. I'm not sure. But that's it. I'm not saying anymore. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in another video. Don't forget you can like, comment and subscribe and all that stuff as well. Bye.